It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they're fired up and ready to get going with a fresh new season. Game one being on the road may make it a bit more difficult, but Coach during the press conference prior to the game said it will not affect their strategy tonight. Clearly, he's got his guys pumped up and ready for the challenge. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year in the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in their armor. But the other teams that didn't look like much on paper last year, beginning this season, are now looking like they will surprise.
And that is it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports Crew.
Championship rings distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans.
Harrison Barnes. Andrew Bogut. Draymond Green. Klay Thompson. Stephen Curry. Turn it up for the NBA champion.
We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. It's New Orleans facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Golden State will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon the off guard with Evans at the three. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
That's good from Stephen Curry. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
And both free throws good for Curry. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Now, here's Green, following the shot by Drew Holiday. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Davis. Curry can't get it to go.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Holiday with it, picked up by Thompson. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Barnes against Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Again, Curry missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Davis kicks to Asik. To the left side wing. Holiday against Curry. Here's Gordon. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Here's Evans, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Gordon after the miss from Stephen Curry. Gordon goes in, and again, New Orleans has no luck. Outside Curry. Fires from 14, and he hits the jumper for 2. Curry's got 6.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Barnes against Gordon. Pass to Davis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Curry dishes to Green. Thompson for 3. No up. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. And Holiday kicks to Asik. The dish to Gordon. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pull from the top of the key, and that one's good. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Curry against Holiday. Curry passes to Thompson. Outside, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And so it's New Orleans with it. Gordon kicks to Davis. Davis with a screen on Barnes. Back to Davis. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Green dishes to Curry. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
The Warriors shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference to them in a lot of their games last season.
That's good from Stephen Curry. The Pelicans trail. Now here's Evans. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Evans outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Ashik in the post. Bogut on him. Outside Holiday. The feed to Gordon. Another shot. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swing, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Curry after Eric Gordon's bucket, and that one's good. And 11 points for Steph Curry.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Curry against Holiday. Dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night. Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! Barnes against Gordon. He kicks to Holiday. Back to Gordon. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Anthony Davis, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
First free throw is good. And the Warriors with some changes. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. New Orleans also making some changes. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Tyreke Evans. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Gordon hits both of them.
checking out some stats for Iguodala. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Spates. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. Curry with another miss. Pelicans leading by 3. Kicks to Gordon. Outside, Davis. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
Now Curry. Following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And that one's good. And it's 13 points for Steph Curry.
How can you stop that? With the crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Here's Cole, guarded by Curry. And it's a Jensen-ism. And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player, efficiency rating-wise, in Clark, the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James.
Iguodala with the steal. Outside, Green. Spates sets a screen. Green with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Thompson misses.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Outside, Gordon. Here's Davis. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Green with the ball. Iguodala outside. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the wing. Another miss by Curry. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Cole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Anderson kicks to Cole. He dishes it to Davis. Kicks it out to Gordon. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. 1st in blocks, 4th in scoring, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And there was a block party up in here last season. Woo-hoo-wee! Clearly the best at what he does in that regard.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Some changes for Golden State. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And a change for the Pelicans. Pondexter's checked in. Pass to Livingston. Feeds it to Spates. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah,
I know.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
The free throw drops for Green.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And both free throws good for Green.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Now here's Perkins. And the pass to Pondexter. Shot clock at 6. Davis sets a screen. Here's Cole. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Cole. Warriors trail by 3. Livingston kicks to Spates. Iguodala's drive. And count it from 19 feet away. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the night. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pondexter, the pass to Perkins. New Orleans moving it around. Cole dishes to Anderson. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Anderson's got his first 2 points. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Green against Davis. And the slam dunk by Spates.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
For New Orleans, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Perkins with the screen. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Cole. Perkins kicks to Pondexter. Shot clock at 3.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I actually think the official got that one right.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Cole, the pass to Davis. Anderson outside. The tray. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New Orleans on top, up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounding. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for them, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Holiday out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then there's Tyreke Evans. Then there's Perkins. And it's Asik in at the 4 spot. And here's Holiday after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Perkins with the screen. And Holiday kicks to Perkins. Misses the layup. The Warriors leading. From 18 feet away. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
The Pelicans shooting the ball at 42%. Now Pondexter. This is it to Perkins. The dish to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets it to go. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Barbosa's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Holiday dishes to Pondexter. And Holiday kicks to Asik. Pass to Evans. Asik the screen for Evans. Holiday, the pass to Pondexter. Back to Holiday. The baseline J. Jump shot is good that time. He has 7. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Here is Livingston, guarded by Holiday. And there's the feed to Barbosa. And it's Barbosa, again missing. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And here is Pondexter. Dishes to Evans. 5 on the clock. No good there with the step-back J. Warriors trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here is Barbosa. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's the screen. Here's Livingston. And the layup's good off the glass.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And how about Shaun Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Shaun Livingston. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. Gordon comes in for Quincy Pondexter. New Orleans has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. Rare package at 6'7". He's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
That free throw, no good. The Warriors making a switch here. Speights is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Speights against Ashe. A shot by Johnson. No one's around. He nails it. And we're tied up.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's the pick. Outside Holiday. Ashe with a screen on Curry. Holiday dishes to Ajinça. Freed up. Nice work off the pick. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Thompson against Gordon. And Thompson kicks to Spates. Right wing. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. He kicks to Holiday. Shot off the pick. Warriors with the rebound. Left side Curry. He feeds it to Spates. Fires for 3. Evans gets the rebound.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Iguodala against Gordon. Kicks to Ashik. They set the pick. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Holiday. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
He dishes it to Ashik. Feeds to Evans. Ashik with a screen on Thompson. Evans kicks to Gordon. Holiday against Curry. From deep. And Eric Gordon gets the 3. Gordon's got 13. Here's Curry. 13 points in the game.
And for the Pelicans last year, they were at their best when they had great ball movement. Very tough to guard their team when the offense was so active.
Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the drought. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Stephen Curry. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And then for New Orleans, Anderson comes in for Omer Ashik. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. New Orleans has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Well, on the Pelicans, guys, they were 25-4. This is a good point, Greg. When they had 24 assists in games or more. The average on assists last year was 22 a game, Clark, so they were above that, and they played well when they were throwing it around.
Exactly, and they were right around the league average on the year. That record of 25-4 shows you just how dominant they could be when they were moving the ball and finding teammates. And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
Free throw good from Eric Gordon. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession, and that's good news for the rest of that team.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Tyreke Evans. All free throws good from Eric Gordon. The Roracle or Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record? They're one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Here's Gordon after the Warriors pick up 3. Anderson outside from downtown. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Anderson's got 5 now.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Davis, the pass to Cole. And he gets it to go. And it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Golden State's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And Cole kicks to Davis. Davis with a screen on Iguodala. Anderson dishes to Davis. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Curry, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Outside Curry, the 10-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. Pelicans leading by 4. Cole the pass to Gordon. Davis kicks to Anderson. Gordon against Thompson. 5 to shoot. Pass to Cole. Launches it. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Curry dishes to Thompson. This one for 3. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
Those are starting to add up. Their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
That is good. And that's 17 points for Eric Gordon.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Warriors, number 1. The Pelicans, 4th.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And the Pelicans also making a change. Perkins, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Warriors trail by 3. For the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they fought through the game was fantastic.
And Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball after the Warriors pick up 3. And it's slammed in by Davis.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And Spates gets it to go.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Cole kicks to Gordon. Anderson outside. The pass to Cole. The dish now to Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 12.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thompson for the triple. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. Gordon against Barnes. And it's Gordon penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
Here's Cole. Passes it to Davis. Fades and shoots. And that one comes up a bit short. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Warriors lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this team put in, making sure everyone is doing their best to limit those turnovers?
I mean, you look at film, but it's just about an in-game situation. It's just analyzing the situation and take care of the ball. Making sure that you make eye contact with the passes. And, sometimes getting a shot up is better than giving it to them. So we got to just look at that and figure it out.
This team made savvy decisions all night, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, I love that they were forceful at the offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. The shot by Holiday, no good. Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender.
Gentlemen,
exactly what
shots.
you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
That's good from Green.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Both good from the line that time.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships. At Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Now here's Evans. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Davis. Goes back up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in scoring, first in assists, and they also were #1 in team shooting percentage. A very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games.
No good on the free throw. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable. He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Evans passes to Holiday. Davis with the screen on Curry. Holiday dishes to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 16 points for Davis. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and create both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Green.
And what a tremendous game for Green. He has 8 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
Now here's Gordon. 17 points in the game, and that one's good. Gordon's got 19 points.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint. And
really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Curry against Howard. Left side, Curry. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket hit. Here are last season's steals leaders. Steph Curry fourth.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. Back to Evans. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Good. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now here is Davis. He's got 16. Pass to Pondexter to the right side. Holiday inside the line, and that one's on target from the wing. Holiday's got 12. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And sent back by Bogut. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And the Warriors with some changes. Livingston comes in for Thompson. And it's Iguodala in for Curry. And New Orleans also making a change. Gents is checked in. Davis sets a screen. Green with the block. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Livingston, no luck.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now here is Davis. He's got 16. Here's Evans. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Well, last year we saw Anthony Davis with a dramatically improved jump shot, especially Clark compared to his rookie year.
Yeah, well, he rebuilt that jump shot, Kevin. He used to shoot from his chin and it interfered with his vision. Now it's more to the side in a traditional manner, and it's become his signature shot.
Here's Pondexter. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. There's the feed to Holiday. Pondexter with it. Back to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pondexter, the pass to Evans. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, and Davis was initially reluctant to change his shot, but the numbers did lie. And he only made about a third of them his rookie season. Now, clearly one of the best in the league. And Davis started with that high post jumper, just a few feet further than a free throw. Now he's working on bank shots, even the three-pointer. I mean, he's taking that confidence and expanding his comfort zone.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
It's been tough for them to try and slow down the Iguodala. He has 8 points and 1 steal. He's given them just what they would have hoped for today.
Even more, I'd say.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And Barbosa, no good on that one.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Pondexter. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Warriors, number 1.
Kevin, this squad had some great passers. I'm talking about outstanding passers, creative, effective, versatile. I mean, they really knew how to find the right moment last year to get the ball to an open teammate. And that's the key to having assists and leading the league in that category, finding open teammates for good shots.
There's the screen. Got a piece of it. Iguodala with the steal. Inside, here's Barbosa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Barbosa's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often. They could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
That one misses for Evans. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
And here's Evans after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Pondexter kicks to Ajinça. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his fourth rebound in this one.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds. Really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers.
Outside Holiday. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. And then for New Orleans, Kendrick Perkins. He's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And Cole subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. Free throw, no good for Holiday.
And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
Here is Livingston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 15 feet away, the shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Here's Cole. Dishes it to Anderson. Here's Cole, covered by Barbosa. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Warriors leading by 13. He kicks it to Green. Golden State moving it around. Iguodala with a screen on Perkins. And Green gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here is Anderson following the basket by Draymond Green. And it's Cole missing.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Livingston dishes to Green. Here's Spates. Rebound, Evans. Pelicans trail by 15. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, it's terribly frustrating for a coach when his team can't knock down their free throws. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. No good on the second free throw.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Two.
Free throw good, Livingston.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
Warriors leading by 16. Green, the screen. Here's Barbosa. No good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Cole, the pass to Evans. He feeds it to Anderson. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Anderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Livingston kicks to Green. Spates sets a screen. Off the pick. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Cole. Perkins with the screen. Here's Cole. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Fires top of the key. No good off the front iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
They kick it out to Green. Spates with a screen on Perkins. And Green gets it to go.
And another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Now here's Evans. Floats one up. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 11 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
This is the story of the game, really. I mean, you can't expect to win in this league when you can't hit your free throws. I mean, that's a must. You're a pro. You got to be able to knock down your free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barnes, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And he's good on the second.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Spates. He's got 16. Kicks it to Thompson. Outside Curry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 25 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. So he gets them both. Here's Cole. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Feeds to Davis. He dishes it to Gordon. Back to Davis. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Spates. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Warriors, Maurice Spates. He has 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Spates. He doesn't get the second one. Pelicans trail by 19. Gordon dishes to Cole. To the paint. Here's Hasek. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors ahead, up 19. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors leading by 19. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Hasek inside. Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen, and it's Holiday in at the point. And that one's good, Barnes.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Barnes has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Holiday against Thompson. Screen by Hasek. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Pondexter. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
The free throw off from Barnes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Anthony Davis. Thompson outside. That's good on the jump shot.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year. And that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Here's Curry following the basket by Anthony Davis. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Evans outside. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Holiday, no good. Greg, as you said, the NBA schedule was something that needed change. Players were getting worn out with all the back-to-back games, Clark. It's you've been through it and you know firsthand.
And it's not just the back-to-back games, Kevin. It's the 4 games in 5 nights or the 7 in 10 days. The league office knows the NBA is at their best when teams are rested. And kudos to the league for doing something about it.
Now Davis. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. The pass to Gordon. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there, going for the tip-in.
Yeah, and that's what happens, though, when you do your work early in terms of getting the good position.
Nobody near Barnes. Drills the three-pointer.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a 3. They set a franchise record in made threes last year at 883 triples.
Incredible.
Wow.
I mean, they can stretch you out as well as anyone, and it's why they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter.
For the Warriors, guys, not only did they lead the league in three-point percentage, they also hit about 45% of their three-point attempts from the corner. That's the highest percentage 3 on the court.
That savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Gordon against Thompson. Shoots off the step back. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And how about 45% from the corner 3? That is absurd, especially when you consider that the Warriors would put it up from anywhere. You look at the numbers from last year, and what this team did from beyond the arc was simply phenomenal.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And here's Barnes for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3. or she'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Gordon, and Asha kicks to Holiday.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
The Pelicans have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Davis gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight. Here's the dish to Barnes. And Davis sends it back. Gordon kicks to Davis. New Orleans moving the ball around. Passes to Asha. Outside for Davis. 7-foot shot. It's deflected. Now here's Green. Pass to Bogut. To the middle. Here's Curry. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Pelicans foul called. Eric Gordon, his second person, second team.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
The free throw drops for Curry. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Evans. Curry kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen for Curry. Down low, it's stolen by Davis. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Curry. The feed to Barnes. The screen from Thompson. Barnes kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Lee pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Davis with a screen on Curry. Holiday dishes to Davis. Davis sets a screen. The drive by Gordon. Great D that time from Green.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Now here's Curry. That one wide left.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Holiday with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And Asha kicks to Evans. Asha the screen for Evans. Kicks it out to Gordon. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. And the 3 ball is good.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Now Thompson. Dishes to Curry. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Goes up on the block. Asik pulls it in. Asik's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Evans passes to Holiday. Back to Evans.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Now here's Green following the miss by Anthony Davis. And here is Green. Barnes